that her warfare is ended, that her iniquity is pardoned, for she has received from the Lord's hand double for all her sins. The voice of one crying in the wilderness, prepare the way of the Lord, make straight in the desert a highway for our God. Every valley shall be exalted, and every mountain and hill brought low. The crooked places shall be made straight, and the rough places smooth. The glory of the Lord shall be revealed, and all flesh shall see together, because the mouth of the Lord has spoken. The voice said, cry out, and he said, what shall I cry? All flesh is grass, and all its stubbornness is like the flowers of the field. The grass withers, the flower fades, because the breath of the Lord blows upon it. Surely the people are grass. The grass withers, the flower fade, but the word of our God stands forever. O Zion, you will bring good tidings. Get up into the high mountains. O unstoppable generation, you will bring good tidings. Lift up your voice with strength. Lift it up. Be not afraid. City of Dubai, behold your God. Behold, the Lord God shall come with a strong hand. Behold, his arm shall rule for him. Behold, his reward is with him, and his works before him. He will feed his flock like a shepherd, and gather his lamb with his hand, and carry them in his bosom, and gently lead those who are with young. Who has measured the waters in the hollows of his hands, measured heaven with a span, and calculated the dust of the earth in a measure? Weighted the mountains in a scales, and the hills in a balance? Who has directed the Spirit of the Lord, or as his counselor has taught him? With whom did he take counsel, and who instructed him, and taught him in the path of justice? Behold, the nations are as drop in a bucket, and are counted as a small dust on the scales. Look, he lifts up the hour as a very little thing, and Lebanon is not sufficient to burn, nor is beast sufficient for a burnt offering. All nations before him are as nothing, and are counted by him as nothing and less than worthless. To whom then will you liken God, or what likeness would you compare him to? The workman molds an image. The goldsmith overspreads it with gold. The silversmith casts silver chains. Wherever is too impoverished for such a contribution, he chooses a tree that will not rot. He seeks himself a skillful workman to prepare him a carved image that will not totter. Have you not known? Have you not heard? Has it not been told to you from the beginning? Have you not understood from the foundations of the earth? It is he who sits above the circle of the earth, and his inhabitants are like grasshoppers, who stretches out the heaven like a curtain and spreads them out like a tent to dwell in. He brings the princes to nothing, and the judges of the earth useless. Scarcely shall they be sown, scarcely shall they be planted, scarcely shall their stalk take root in the ground, when he will also blow on them, and they will wither, and the whirlwind will take them away like stubble. To whom then will you liken me? Or to whom shall I be equal, says the Holy One? Lift up your eyes on high, and see who has created these things, who brings the host out by number, and he calls them by name. By the greatness of the might of his might and the strength of the power of his power, not one is missing. Why do you say, O Jacob, and speak, O Israel? My way is hidden from the Lord. My just claim is passed over by my God. Have you not known? Have you not heard? The everlasting God, the creator of the ends of the earth, neither faints nor is weary. His understanding is unresearchable. He gives power to the weak, and to those who have no might he increases. Even the youth shall faint and be weary. Even the young man shall utterly fall. But those who wait on the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings like eagle. They shall run and not be weary. They shall walk and not faint. Thank you.